All right, everybody, here we are back again with another one. This is me and William. Um, we've played a few times. We talk a lot outside of this, so we're pretty good. I'd say we're friends. Um, and he always gives me fits playing. He'll always tell you that I'm a better player, but I'll let you watch this and you can make your own decision. So here we are going to get into it, and you know, I think I should adjust this screen just a little bit right after the lag here. So bear with me there. Oh wait, I can do that right now. What am I thinking? Bring that down. So we got the lag. He put that thing right on the rail. Mine had a decent lag. I still stand by. I'm about the worst lagger you'll ever meet, and that's not a compliment. So you can say I'm hard on myself. You wouldn't be wrong. But okay. Let's see how the video. See these. I still am not figuring out what is causing the weird colors on these. Because my screen over here that I'm watching doesn't have that. So didn't make anything on the break. It left me where I can't quite see through that gap that's right there. But so I had to do a small masse on that. And so now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play right here next to this and come off of the 9, but I just hit that about as straight as it lays. So didn't get it what I wanted there. See, you'll see my frustrations build through this match with the way that I'm shooting, which isn't fair. It's really not fair. I'm too hard on myself. So we just have a 1 ball down in an inning at this point. So he was trying to combo the 9 in there. So here I'm trying to bank. I got the bank, so that's good. So now I got 3 balls straight up here. That is a mighty wide line there, sir. We're gonna get that corrected. So now, if I just cut this 4 over here, everything's good. Still not small enough. Let's get that down here. And you see how I overcut it, scratched, and made the 4 back there. So we just got 1, 2, and 3. And then I did not do a good one on the 4 ball, so that's a dead ball. So he's looking at what to do here. He ends up calling timeout. But any of us that are looking at it know that if we put it on this line and just let it carry over into it, we'll make that 9. We could even come from this direction into the 5 and make it, and that's a done deal. But he goes in and calls a timeout. Dwayne here is talking to me about what tip I use. So I do use the Rhino Time Crystal. I highly recommend that tip. It's been very consistent. It is a microfiber composite instead of a leather. So he's looking at possibly doing, combo like that to make the 9. But his teammate here is telling him, he's pretty much telling what I was saying, but I don't think William was quite hearing it. He does make a good shot here, though. So right there is just a 9 ball. So that's the game. So we're at a massive 3-2 at the end of the first game. And wish I could pause over here on this recording. That way I can just go ahead and cut out all the racks. All right. Got this video in 3 different places. Hard to figure out where to put my eyes. Don't think he makes anything, but he does, and I do tend to do the same thing, stand right in the way of the camera right after we break. Okay, so dry break. I do have a cut on the one over here. If I click this right, I got a cut over here. Now it'll bring me this way. Yep, right around for the 2. And then I got 2 ball right there. 3's over here, so I need to get over here in this window for the 3. So if I'm going forward, but I don't like that. So what I'm looking at is coming off here and going this way. So that way I have a shot. There we go, on the 3 ball. Come up right here for the 3. Now I could cut it here all the way up, or I can bank it over here. I chose to go with the bank and didn't get it. So I might pay for that one. Might not. We'll see. But yeah, new game. So I made 1 and 2. Another inning. There, he played a good defense there because I can't quite hit straight on that. I'd have to be over here to do that. So from where the cue ball is, that 8 ball is just in the way. So I got to come rail first. And what I was hoping for was to take the 3 off of the 7, go towards this pocket. And that's what I was hoping for. But I didn't hit the 3 enough on the side. Oh yeah, another inning. So we played another defense. And I'm just kicking at it, trying to split these. And I just almost got it, but I hit that 6 a little too much. So there's another inning. And now he has, an option. If he puts that 3 right here and takes the cue ball right here, comes right behind that 8, that would be a pretty stout one. And I'm pretty sure that's what he was trying. It just got away from him and leaked out. So now I have to swerve around that. I get a good hit on it. So just another inning. So now he could play at this ball. He wanted to get adventurous and cut it back in the corner over here. But the smart play would be to thin across here, send the cue ball right over here, send the 3 ball right over here, or reverse it. Either way, just split them like that. Because you don't want there to be an option for this. Such a quick return, I don't have time to draw it, but it's what you want. You want it to come off the rail, send the 3 up, and hide behind your blockers right there. And that is a 6 ball, not a black and red ball. That's weird to me that it looks like that. So I got another inning. And another inning. So he ended up getting a rail there, though. So that's good for him. Made a good hit. So now I have to 3 ball here and follow like this to get around for that 4 ball. Because drawing it just wouldn't have got me anywhere. So now all I got to do is follow up right over here. Okay, a little more angle than I thought. Up to the end rail. The only problem with this angle is it's hard to tell what's going on for real. Now we got this here. If I pull, I can get that cue ball up here, but I didn't pull it good enough. So that left me rough right there. So now I just need to cut 6 and not do that. But I did do that. So now we got another inning. I made the 3, 4, and 5. And dead ball on the 6. So now he's back up. He's got a pretty easy run out right here. I don't particularly think I would have went that way with it, because now you got a long shot here, and you got to roll out here and pick your angle how you want to go out for that 9 ball, which isn't bad. It's just that 8 ball can be easier to miss when you get into these situations. So he did a good out there. He got 7, 8, and 9. So 7, 8, and 9. So I was still up here, but not by much. Bring all these balls back to life while I rack. This table wasn't racking the best, but it was racking okay overall. And it's definitely not looking great for me right now. I'm not finishing, which I believe I've mentioned that in my other videos. That's my biggest downfall, is the finishing. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say the 6 or the 8. We'll call it the 6 that went down. And here's the biggest area I started to make my mistakes, is off of his defenses, which he was just leaving me right there on it. But my problem is, if I try to take the 1 ball this way, 3 balls going to get my way to get here on the 2 ball. So that's my biggest problem there. If I cut the 1, still 3 balls in the way. So that's where all my problems were. So I was just going to play it down table, and that's what I got. Got no love. So that's just another inning. We're already up to 11 innings, and we're just on not even to 20 total points. So here you can look at a few different options. 2 ball, there is a window. If you got there, you can get a window right about through there. But that's a little tight for me. So I'm not sure if I'd probably play it here and go down this direction for the 2 ball. It's probably what I would have done to be safer to get it. Of course, there's other options there. So we got the 1 ball. Now, that doesn't help you get anywhere, because what he was trying to do, because he did get the window, he was trying to draw it right back through here to have this 3 ball right here. So that way he'd just be boom here and out for the 4, connect the dots. It would have been a good little run. So he did not get that. But he did try to fit it through there, which I found questionable. I'm not sure why he tried that. But so he's left me not a difficult run, because I just want to slide right down here. Problem is I didn't get my line, because my line is down here that I wanted, so not quite far enough on that. I get that what I wanted. Now my plan here is to shoot the 5 in the side, and the cue ball come up here and here. That's where I wanted it, and I just hit it a little too hard. I had a good path, just a little too much power. And I was trying to, of course, get that to go right over here, right behind the 8, but I didn't get behind the 8. So I ended up with an inning, 3, 4, and 5. He gets the 7. Made a nice shot there. All he's got to do here is, he's got an angle, just a little bit. All he's got to do is punch it out over here. But he does this, which was very surprising. I'm not used to people shooting the shot that way. So there he's got the 8 and the 9. Bring all these back to life again. So here we are at, I don't think I'm at the last inning. I'm gonna say I didn't. So he's ahead of me again. So he's making this tough on me all night about every time I catch back up, because I'm spotting him 10 balls already. He would just get something like that going, pull right back even or ahead on an even point race. So he was definitely, he kept his foot on the throttle. And it's not so much that I shot a bad shot on that one ball where I tried to play defense. I just didn't get what I was looking for, and I scratched. So that definitely doesn't help. Pretty sure that was a 3 ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so he can hit the 1. Question is, what do you do with it? Because it can combo to the 2 over here. It could combo the 6-4 over here. So he just went the smart way and played the defense. Played a lot of defenses on me. So my plan, of course, was to come in and hit over here. And I thought it turned out all right until the fact that I don't know how he doesn't have a clear shot on this, because we look at this for a minute. And yeah, an inning. Come on, click that. So apparently he doesn't have a clear shot on this. So he gets the timeout here, and it looks like, does look like it would just cut in right there, right past the 9. But I guess it doesn't. So if it's given that way, then there is the ticky-tack. You could play this off of the 9 into the pocket. You could try that if you're just going all out. But there's also, I can't see where the cue ball is. You could also come around, this way to it, which in this instance I think would have been smarter, because he hit it. That thing went everywhere but where he wanted it. So now I'm up again, and of course I'm trying to just come off of this, go here and back is what I'm trying to do. Not enough speed. I really thought I hit that with enough power. And then this, I'm trying to put the 2 ball over here and up, and I just caught the 7. So that was just a poor shot on my side. Just trying to kind of 2-way it, where I'd either make the 2 or hook them on the 7. That was the hope. But I didn't get it. So he can cut the 2 here. He can defense. There's a lot of things he can do right here. Okay, he shot it. And pretty fortunate on that, not to be hooked. But he can cut this right here. Drop that 4 ball in the pocket. It will go. But this cue ball is going to take off this direction. So how does he get back for the 5? It's a crafty way to get there. Yeah, so I made the 1 ball. He made the 2 and the 4. Here we are on the 5 ball. So I got a bank here. All right, got a good shot on the bank. Now I got a shot here. Well, my plan is to just drag this right here and let it come out a little bit. And I just lost it. It got away from me. Did not hit that good. So now 7 balls back over here. And scratch. That is a dead ball. So I made the hole 5 and 6, killed the 7. You can see why it was hard for me to stay in this. I mean, I don't know what I was doing here, but it wasn't right. Simple rolling ball there, just hit to the side of it. So now it's definitely not looking good. We got 19 to 14 to the guy that I'm spotting 10 balls to. So may as well say it's 29 to 14. If we're, of course, that's if we're racing the same thing. But it's a pretty big hole. And I have come back from worse. And I've lost from easier spots. So what flew in that pocket? 3 ball again. And I know he's getting frustrated with himself on his breaks and everything, but if you watch this, William, look at this score right now. I mean, it's not fortunate that you get hooked like that, but you are ahead. Okay, this shot irritates me because this ball goes clear as day through there, and if you hit it right, come right back down here for the 2 ball. But if you don't hit it right, you're not shooting no more. So another defense from Mr. William. It's a good choice of a shot. So quick look is play off of here, make the 4. A longer look, it says don't do that. Well, unfortunately for me, and fortunately for him, I went with a quick look and just tried that. I didn't even stop myself to play defense, which is what I should have done. So learn from this. Don't be stuck wide open on all your games. You'll rack more. You'll lose more. Now the only thing I got fortunate on, this does not clear the 4 ball. So you can try the combo, or you can try a defense. That's really your choices. There could potentially be a bank there, but the 4 might be in the way. So he went with the defense again. Nothing wrong with that. It's the smart play. So stupid people just get up here and fire out a bank shot, which is probably exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. See, look at there. I just didn't hit it hard enough. Didn't hit it hard enough. That's what I was talking about there. Everything was pretty well right. Just, I don't know, I hit it way softer than I intended. Did not mean to hit it near that soft. So now he's got the 1 ball straight in the side right here. And you can come this way, you can come this way. Either way is going to get you down there. Yep, depending on the English you put to where you're going to hit, what path you were taking. Now, he did get a little unfortunate there and hook himself. So, he is hooked by this 5 ball right here. That thing's pretty big. So, like, some people might try the hit over here and spin it back, which is very low percentage. And I don't recommend it, especially a situation like this when you're shooting over top of that 6 ball. He goes with smart shot here, goes long rail. Just barely hits that thing, but he hits it good. All right, cut that one in nice. And I'm supposed to stop out here is where I was wanting. So I'd have this shot on a 4. Not this terribly hard shot. So I've got this over here, and that cue ball is going to go this way. Very fortunate that 9 ball stopped me. So now I can sneak it just past this 6 into the corner. And if I don't move the 6, cue ball will be right over here. Right here. I'm going. But I did hit it. And I would roll forward. So now I've got a very steep cut going about like this to get this ball to go over here. So this cue ball caught the inside of the pocket. So that was good. So now all I got to do is this here, draw that back right over there. And then I take this and I'm supposed to go right here with it, but too much bottom English. So I'm giving myself another hard shot. So yeah, that ended up way harder than it should have been. And now I don't remember who made the 2 ball. I did. That's right. 2. Yep. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I've brought it back to even. It's not what you would call by stellar shooting because phew, that is not how you're supposed to shoot that rack out. I got out, but it was by the skin of my teeth. Let's be honest. Can't say I was shooting great. I made some good shots, but shape was all over the place and nowhere to be found at the same time. So here I hook him on this. I think I'm okay because if you see, direct path and 1 ball's there, so he's got to go this way. I know if he hits it right and makes it, he's got a high chance to get to the 2 ball, but this happened. And I guess I could have tried the crazy Z shot. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. So I do a lot of mass A stuff when I play. Just because, I was ahead 1. Pretty sure that's right. Okay, so he makes this 1 ball, obviously. Gets out around for the 2 ball out here. Okay, now he's got the 2 ball, and then the 3 ball sitting right there. All right, so what he's got to do is come into the 2 ball and spin it right up inside there. So I got that. Got a little bump. Now he's got a 3 ball. He can shoot right down here and get that cue ball to go right over there. That'll still give him a shot on that 4. So he made that good. So now this 4 ball does pass. He's got a good angle going in, so he can just get that thing out this way. He could even just pull it right over here to the rail and shoot that 5 over here, which is really what I was expecting. I didn't expect him to shoot it quite like this, which is the other way I drew it. But I like the shooting it over to this pocket right here is where I probably would play shape for that 5. You don't have to hit the 4 quite as hard, with leisure to control. But he made a good shot there. Got that. He's got easy shape on that 5 ball. Or sorry, easy shape on the 6. 6, just stop it or punch it into that rail and out. Just like that. So that's the 5 and the 6. And then all he's got is 7 and the 9. All he's got to do is drag that 9 up, drag that cue ball up for the 9. And that way works too. So that's there. And now he's up 9. Did I have 23? Okay, I'm going to say this is right. It's close. I did shoot once that game. I don't know. These innings, we're not too far from this thing being over. I know it looks a certain way, but yeah. This was just last Thursday, so not even a week ago. All right, close that. And I'm pretty sure he hooked me again. No, he hooked himself on the brain. That's right. He made one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ball. Give him that 7 ball. So he's definitely hooked because there's the cue ball to the 1 right there. Got a big old 6 ball in the way. Now you can just go right down here to that ball. You could go this way. Could go around that way. Either 2 or 3 rails. So you got choices on how to get there. Comes down to preference. Just make sure you hit it. That's all. And you just missed it. This is the most mind-boggling situation I've been in a while. And I've watched this video again. I still can't figure out what happens here. So if you have any insight to what happens, please let me know. So I got the 1 ball down, and then that. I hit the left side of that ball. I don't know. That's why I'm sitting here. I don't understand how it went in there. That should have been a nice, easy, just come right back out this way off the 2 ball. With a little bit of left English. I hit the left side, touch of left English, and it shot straight up to the right. So I'm a little lost on that one. But I do take this. I had to masse kick at this thing. The safety was very fortunate. I won't make that like I meant to play defense or anything. No, I had no idea. I was playing to hit the ball because I put myself in such a position that was really hard to get out of. So now I've got him shooting over top of the ball. I mean, it worked out okay, but I still don't understand that 2 ball. I don't know what I did wrong there. All I can figure is maybe it hit the point, but I thought it was at a place it wouldn't hit that point. So like I say, if you see something different, by all means, let me know. So I got ball in hand. I got choices of how to get there, so I choose this one. Just to go over there and shoot the 4 in that side. And come down just a little bit for the 5 ball. Never mind. Had a different angle on. That's right, I forgot. Okay, now here, shoot the 5 there. Just drag over just a little bit for the 6. There's no drag over. I was almost straight. That's right. So now, this is where I come all the way over and back out. Yep, just like that. Now I got my 8 ball. All I got to do is stop or bring it back just a little bit. So right in there. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So now we're right back in this game again for about the 5th time. This has been a struggle just to just try to stay in this thing. Not just stay in it, but actually get into the point where I'm being competitive and actually up ahead where I need to be, because at this point I've got to make up 11 balls before we're playing even. And of course we're roughly at the halfway point, so it's not unreasonable. So there I made the 9 and the 6 and the 1. So I made the 1, the 6, and the 9. So there you go. That will definitely help get things back in line. You just got to keep it going. You can't just stop here. You got to keep focus. If you start getting off on things like, oh, I've got to do this or I've got to do that, take yourself right back out of this game. If you can keep your mind about business, I'm here to play pool. I'm here to have fun, but I'm here to be competitive. So just let yourself naturally be competitive. When you start forcing your shots, and what I do here towards the end with the forcing it stuff is forcing shots rather than just playing a defense. Now here I made the 2 and the 4. So I got 2 more. But so I'm looking at all my options. So this is what I settle on. Why does this go big sometimes? So what I was trying to do was just roll that 1 ball out like this and put the cue ball right there behind the 5. That's what I was trying to do. If you'll move just a little bit. Yep, see, if I would have got that, I'd have been good. But instead what I did was I left it where about the only angle he can hit this 1 is to make that 9. That was it. That was really the only choice. If he hits that 1, that 9 was going because of where I left it. And I knew it right when it stopped rolling. I was like, his only choice is to pocket that 9. That's all he had. So didn't do anything. So he got 2 points there. I got my 2 on the break. So now he's only 3 points behind again. So still fighting for my life. And barely treading water. Oh, supposed to delete that. Get that off the screen. So he had a pretty good break all night. He just wasn't dropping balls, but he was getting, a lot of power into it and doing everything, and then just wasn't pocketing many balls. But he does something pretty mean right here. Where'd he go? Come on, William. Front and center. Anybody know where my shirt's from? You can see that face and imagine what it says right down here at the bottom of it. It says, going the wrong way. Okay. There we go. Drop the 8, or the 8, my goodness, the 9. So there he goes, quick return. And just like that, he's down 1 point. He's mean. I told him it was going to take me about a month to recover from this match because it was mentally tormenting. So can I break your legs down here? What are you going to do to me, William? Okay. So didn't hurt me there. What I've got is the one ball trying to get here and out, but I didn't get down here. I got up here. So I didn't get down as far as I wanted. So now what I'm looking at is trying to kick the 2 ball this direction. Maybe not to the pocket, but just somewhere down here is what my plan is. But hey, sometimes it's good your plans don't work. Because I got a 9 ball out of that. So I made the 1 and the 9. And there we go. Now I'm 4 points ahead. I'm starting to get somewhere. Hey, I only got 6, 7 points, whatever, to make up to get where I need to be. At even or 1 point ahead, and that's where you want to get. You want to get that gap opened up at this point because we're in the 40s. I got 30 left, and I can tell you that I do not score 30 more. Or do I? I don't know. We'll find out. One ball. And here I am left with this. So I'm trying a defense. And that 2 ball. I mean, you can say either one, 2 ball or the one or the cue ball. They both rolled further than I intended. That was supposed to be a defense. And of course, cue ball is supposed to be back here in this area. Be hidden. And of course, the 2 ball was supposed to, in my mind, it was going to stay about here. But my mind's broken, so it doesn't work all the time. There is that. And then this, I didn't expect either. He drew the fool out of that one. So I got him the 2 ball. And he has effectively hooked himself on that 4 ball in a way. So his choice is to come right over. Come on, quit pressing that button. Come right over here and get it like that. It's exactly what he did. Can't do anything about that shot. That was good. So there's his 3 ball. So now I'm up 2 points. And you can cut the 4 over to this pocket, or you can play safe. Those are pretty much your choices. Now you could bank it back up here by where he is. Could do that. But that's not the way I'd shoot it at all. So from here, of course, my ball goes in this pocket, and you can roll up over here for the 6. You could draw kind of into the 6. So you have those choices. Okay, he didn't go all the way to the rail, but he got there. So 4, 5. We're now even. And this, you could go crazy with this and try to come up and around just to put that 6 ball right here. Or you could just roll that thing straight forward right over here. How difficult do you want this to be? And that's the way you need to shoot it. Did get a little awkward on this because he's got, he's not straight in quite. He's got a small angle going back this way, but not enough to punch this thing right here like this. Not quite enough angle for that. So you got to get creative here. You got to make this thing work. Not exactly the way I thought that was going to happen, but it's the way it happened. So now I'm down 2 points. So we go from up 4 to down 2 right now, and he's still at the table. So this is a problem. It's starting to look more and more bleak on the opportunities I'll get. Because this was off of my defense, So now he's made the 8, and all he's got to do is cut that 9 in this bottom left corner right here, and Dunzo. So he's at 46. So he needs 19 more, and I need 34. So each rack is looking worse and worse. And the whole thing about the defense is it plays a huge part at the last part of this match. If you'll just pay attention, you'll just see if you can figure out where I went wrong. It should be pretty easy, because right after I did it, I was like, why? And watching it, I watched it back once already, and it was still, why would you even try that type thing? So 7 ball trickled in at the last second for him. So now he's got the 1 ball here. You could do a few things. You could try to cut it up here, and this cue ball is going to go flying. Or just do that. So what's smart play here? I can tell you it's not what I did. I was trying a 2-way, but I just got up there so fast. What's supposed to happen is cue ball over here and a 1 ball down over here. That's what was going on in my mind. That's how poorly I executed it. That's awful. Definitely nothing to be happy about on that. All right, so William, I'm not sure why you called a timeout here. You know this shot. It's nice and easy. But he did take a timeout. And that's fine. If you want to take a timeout, take one. But I see this one as coming off of here this way with a little bit of spin and come right over here. That's the way I would shoot it. And he got roughly where the area I was talking about. But if you put just a little bit more low, you should be able to avoid that 9 ball. And then you get a cleaner roll off of it. So now 2 ball, roll up for the 3, coming in about that direction. Right? And then 3 to the 4. You can go this way, which I don't recommend. You can go that way and try to hold it, but you can also just draw it back to get the 4 down here. But the thing I like more is just come off of here down to this rail and roll up just a little bit for the 4 on the side, and then you can pull it back from there over to this side for the 5 ball, somewhere over there. I got lines. They're not pretty, but I got them. And that's the main reason I didn't really like the 2 railway, because it gets you too close to the 4 ball this way. So now you got to cut it and try to come down. And when we do that, we tend to overspin. We tend to throw our shot off with the English we're trying to use to play shape on the next ball. Now here's straight top English, come back across for the 5. Okay, so we made the 2 and the 3. I got the 4 and the 5. And I don't even know if I want to look at the screen for this one because I know what happens. Very disappointing. Because right there, it's nothing. It's I shoot the 9 or shoot the 8 in the side, sit right there, and I got the 9 all the way down. Or I roll up and shoot the 9 on the side. It was all right there, and I just didn't make my 6 ball. And see, there was my opportunity again. I'm down 7 points. If I make that, that's 4 points. Now I'm only down 3, but instead, do this the right way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now he needs 9 points, and I need 32. So that's what I'm saying. That one where I should have played defense on the 1 ball, and then it gives me an opportunity to get back, and I rushed my 6 ball. So this is all about your pace. Keep that pace right. Keep your mind looking at all your options. Sometimes defense is the option you want to go with. Don't think about it after you've shot. That's what I keep doing. The days I remember to keep my defenses in there, those are the days I play well. Of course, there are days where you don't think about defenses and you can run out and things like that, and that's fine. But we don't need to act like we're all pros, you know. So there's got me clear look at the 1 ball right here. So I could try to cut it. Don't really like that. But then I can try to put this thing right over here and slide this cue ball right over here behind the 7. So that's what I end up deciding is that number one thing, if I get behind that 7, that's what I need, because then it doesn't matter necessarily where the 1 ball goes. So my focus here was actually on the cue ball. Standing like a statue. Oh wait, that's not even the cue ball over there. Here's a cue ball over here. Sorry. Same thing. Run this over here behind the 7 and run this right over here. And you see, I missed the cue ball behind the 7. I did miss that. But what I did get is there's this ball is sticking in the way and this ball is sticking in the way. So I didn't give him a clear path. So I did get the defense. It's just not exactly the way I drew it up. So sometimes you get the happy accidents like that where, it makes it really hard for him to hit it. Now I wish we could see inside of here right now, because there we go. Now we can see the table. Because you do, in a sense, you got like a 2 rail coming around this way, but you got to go wide of the 8, and then there's a pocket right there. So I don't really care for that. You have the 1 rail, spin it in, same thing, side pocket. So then you theoretically could go this way, but I think this 5 ball is really, really big in the equation. So getting to this ball is not easy. So maybe you just roll this 5 ball right here and just put it right on top of all that, where you don't give me a shot on the 1 and things like that. There's no 3 foul, it's APA. So the worst thing might be is you're hooked again, but you might be in a better position to kick at it. And him being left-handed, he couldn't get the position he wanted with his body. So he gave that back to me there. So what am I going to do but cue ball right there. Defense again. That's why you have to do that. So another tough situation. I mean, you could probably hit this right here at the point with a little spin on it and get it right there. The other thought I have is if you go right here, I think that you would probably come around about here and hit, is what I'm thinking. He goes the other, the a different path, but same concept. And based on where he ends up, I really think he would have hit it if he would have went uh, under above, however you want to word that, the 7. So there's no guarantee on that, but I feel like he would have. So now here is stupid decision number 600 for me. So my thought is combo, because there's 4 balls sitting there, combo that in, leave the 1 ball right down there. That's my thought. Okay, I got that. So now what I'm trying to do, because I got the wrong angle, is to come under the 6 here, up here, and then back across to get over here. Problem is exactly where I have my line drawn. There's a ball there. And I hit it. So, okay, look. Let me stop. Okay. You see only how long I took there to shoot that shot? And you can already see things aren't going right. If I just take that, I just take and hit the cue ball right here, stop shot it, and I take that 2 ball around like this, right up here, I've got a defense. But let's go ahead and finish this out here. Here you go. If I'm just taking a couple seconds more, that shot was clear as day. I would have seen it. I would have shot it. I shoot those all the time. Don't rush yourself. I'm behind. I'm pretty far behind, and I let it get in the old noggin. Beware. So instead of him being hooked, he's straight in. So I didn't do myself any favors there, but I did make the 1 and the 4. So I got up to 45. Look at that. He's got the 2. And now played a good defense again. So now, of course, you can see I'm up here measuring right away. The thought is get right there, come hit right here, and send that 3 ball this way. That's what my plan is. Not saying this was bad or anything, but that was my plan. I just hit a little low on the 3 ball, and I tried to hit it with some speed to kind of make things happen a little bit, I guess you'd say, but it ended up biting me. If I'd have just hit a little softer on the power, I could have left that 3 ball over here on this side of the table instead of right there where it is, and go city. There he goes. He gets the 3 ball. He's down within 9 points now. And you can see how many's on the table. There's 6 on the table. So here, cut this ball here, and you try to drag this back and into that area. And then this happens. You ready? Says sorry. What can you do? When they're hitting them like that, even when they miss, they make. It's a long night. So there's the 5 ball. Boom. Made the 9 ball. Boom. He needs 6. And I need 30. So yeah, definitely not looking good for the home team, as you would say. And I'm pretty sure another insult to injury here. I know it broke from all kind of different places, but look how many times that knob goes back and forth. It was right in the pocket. So he made a ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, made a ball and a 9 ball. So now he needs 3 points. And I'll come out and say it. I should have handled this better. I'm glad it doesn't really translate to the camera. Try to internalize all my pain, but it comes out every now and then. This is what I get. I get a hook sitting, so I'm trying in very hasty fashion to go that way. Because, yeah, I'm irritated at this point. Because it was that situation where it's like no matter what I did, it was wrong, and no matter what he did, it was right. So I got to stop letting that even factor into my thoughts. For the most part, I've been doing really good about controlling that, but I'll tell you right now, it is tough to keep that out of your mind completely. It is for me, anyways. I try to be truthful about these things. So he needs 1 point. Uh, yeah, he's not great on this ball, but the way everything's been working, didn't really matter. And I missed something because I think I had that many. Is either that or that? But I think it was that. Insult to injury, I miscued. It just wasn't working, especially at that point. I mean, I was shooting good. The majority of it. Made some bad decisions on defenses, but my shot making was still there. And then I had that 6 ball I missed, and then that miscue. Other than that, I was pretty well kicking all night. So I'm not upset with how I played. I just don't like losing this bad. I'm gonna be honest. It's it is not something I call fun to lose like that, but um, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have your good nights. You're gonna have your bad nights. And like I said, me and him talk a lot, on especially through Facebook and stuff. So we're good. I was messing with him on the way home about uh, you know just beating me like that wasn't nice. So he shot good. I can't take that away from him. And so all we're gonna hope for is that we're gonna have some nights like that of our own, and just let it carry through and be part of. Uh, Something we can pull out of. It'd be part of our game, and then when we get beat like this, don't let it bother us. I mean, this is me preaching to the choir because I let it bother me, and I didn't start throwing stuff or anything, but it sunk in a little too deep, And this is a guy I like, so it's not like I'm mad at him. It's just that mental side of it. Be careful of it. So I'm hoping maybe through these videos we can get you maybe looking at some different lines that you haven't seen, and maybe just get in your mind to where it needs to be for you to have a better game, because that's what I want for everybody, is for you to have a better game. And I've been working, me and Williams actually been working a lot together about that. And you can see he used to struggle with it a lot, but in this match here, you never would have known it, other than a little frustration on his breaks. But he regained everything and kept focused straight forward at the table. he played it right. I played it wrong. He won. So just take that for what it's worth. And like I said, just like, subscribe, follow, whatever all that stuff is. Leave a comment. I like to know what you guys think about all this. So until the next one, thank you for watching.